Hello, everyone. My name is Jared Bailey. This is my subject matter expert interview with Reverend Doran Johnson. This is for Entrepreneurship 645, Entrepreneur Marketing. So before we get started, I'll just give a brief history between us two. This is one of the more influential men in my life, in my childhood. He's matured me. He's mentored me from a young man to the man I am today. He's very, like I said, a very influential person in my life. So I'm honored that he's given me this opportunity to interview him and also contribute to my master's program here. So, Reverend Johnson, if you give a brief, history about yourself. Yeah.
Well, my name is Doran Johnson, owner of FMJ Lawn Care Landscaping Company. I am a North Carolina contractor landscaper. I'm also a North Carolina pesticide applicator. Been in business now for about 24 years. So that on my business side, that's what I do in business.
I got you. Well, that's actually going to lead into one of my first questions. So, what industry are you in? And you say it's lawn care and also pesticides.
Yes.
So, what drew you to that industry initially?
As a kid, I just always learned to cut grass.
Gotcha.
I can't explain it, but it's something that I grew up and I was always fascinated with tractors and trucks and lawnmowers.
I got you.
So I guess my hobby became a business.
I got you. I remember a story back when we were back in Bible study. I remember you shared with us. You were riding through this area.
That's right.
And you said
You remember?
you told the person you were riding with, said, you know what, this area's gonna make me my living. This is where I'm gonna make my money, and you made it happen. And like you said, you've been in the business for 24 years plus. So congratulations to you on that.
Thank you, sir.
And making that dream come true. So would you say, what adversity did you face striking out there on your own at first?
Finance. It's always fun. With me, it was finances because of the equipment. It costs so much, and once you get in it full time in the right way by law, there's so many insurances and so many certifications and things that you have to come up with.
Okay, I got you. Now, did you have any aid in that matter? So far as anyone that you reached out to, or I guess did you have a mentor of sorts as you entered into your journey?
At first, not really, but God began to bring people in my life that would help me and mentor me. I remember one man, Johnny Hayes. He's deceased, but I used to mow his yard. One of the first ones. He would ask, "Boy, you save your money." And I said, "Well, not right now, sir. I got to buy equipment." So he told me he was saving, and every now and again he would throw a nugget at me because he was a real wealthy businessman.
I got you. That's great that you had that person to reach out to, and like I said, not fully fund you, but bless you every here and there and along the way. So that's definitely a good thing to have.
Well, also I had an aunt.
Mm-hmm.
She had a John Deere credit card, and she allowed me to buy my first lawnmower on her credit card.
Wow.
She helped me on that end, but I had to pay her. But she trusted me enough to buy a 6,000 lawnmower on her John Deere credit card.
But and like I said, it's
so I have to say
like I said, it may not be exactly, like I said, fully given to you,
That's
but
right.
it got you started.
That's right.
And it's getting your foot in the door. That's the key, breaking through. So I've already covered the guidance. So like I said, this is a marketing focused class that we are instructing or taking at the moment. What would you say your best avenue of marketing or advertising would be?
By word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
I've never really advertised. I mean,
Okay.
It was a few years in the business. I didn't put signs on my truck, but God blessed me through word of mouth. Just do your work and fair price. People know they can trust you. They can leave their home, go out of town, come back. Whatever they leave in their yard is there when they get back.
Exactly. I got you. Now we are in a rural area, smaller town. So like you said, word of mouth is more our key way of getting out there and getting them out there. But have you noticed other companies, like say the major companies I see, like Weedman, more the commercial people, do you see them starting to migrate out this way due to like social networks, social media and things like that?
I guess I really don't pay it attention because I've been big. I chose to cut down.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't worth the headache. With me and the employees I have now, I always tell people I don't consider people as my competition, because if you do your work, they do theirs. There's plenty of work out here. Mm. And Weed Man himself, his business is to spray, so I do more than spray.
Right. Yeah.
So, my thing is, I guess, Brother Jerry, when you're talking about marketing, you market yourself. Mm. You take pride in your work. You do what you do, and people will talk about you. And just Weed Man, if it's something I don't want to do, I don't mind passing work on to somebody else.
I got you. So you let your quality of work
That's right.
speak for you,
Yes,
more or less than a sign or
there you go.
an advertisement on the social networks. Okay, all right. So like I said, that's something that I've always thought about as I'm looking into my different ventures or what I want to do. How will be the best way to get myself out there? Either through social media, because it's a new day and age,
right.
new customers, and different things of that nature, or do I still rely on my old roots of word of mouth, and it depends. So I guess I'm trying to find that balance more.
Well, I say for you today, understand I've been 20-something years when it wasn't as popular.
Right.
And I've got in with business owners. I got in with contractors who build large complexes that I've been working with since 2000 as well. So back then you didn't need it like you maybe would now, because you're fresh in the business.
Gotcha.
I'm grandfathered in.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you're coming in, so you're a new era. So with the new era, social media is a marketing tool that will bless your soul, but also find somebody that's doing what you're doing and tap into them. Hold on their coattail for a little bit.
Right. Yeah. Gotcha. I know I've asked the question of other people that I've interviewed. Would you suggest, well, like you said, hold on to someone's coattail, would you say interning more or less, or shadowing someone before trying to take it on your own?
I went out because my mind was set I was going to start a business. I had already started, and then I started shadowing and finding people.
Okay.
Because I kind of knew a little bit about it already, because I've been cutting grass as a kid. But to get into the spraying side, to get into the commercial side, I talked to people, and God was able to let people come in my life to help me.
Okay, I got you. All right, now so let's get a little more into your business. How many employees do you currently?
Right now, 2 and a part-time.
2 and a part-time.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, as a business owner, I guess finding, the best people to work for you and work with you. What kind of struggles did you face with finding the right staff?
I guess I was blessed in that area to a certain extent. But just finding people that wanted to work and wanted to do this. I've had some guys I've had for a long time. And the key is that I found is, be honest with you, to answer your question this way, is to find people is, are you going to pay them fair? Are you going to be fair with them? And do you have the equipment they need to work, or do they have to kill themselves? Okay. But my guys, they just said the other day, they know they get good equipment. They do more riding than anything. So the way you treat your employees, the way your employees going to treat you.
Yeah. All right. That's definitely something all business owners need to keep in mind and keep focused on.
On Friday, have their checks ready.
Yeah.
Don't make them look for me. Amen. If I'm out of town, if I'm not here, they know that check's in one of the trucks.
Yeah. So, even in my current job as a logistics manager for major retail, I'm not necessarily handing out checks, but I do assist with, say, if someone takes a vacation, I have to submit their vacation time and stuff like that. If somebody's time is not submitted on time or something like that, that falls back on me.
Right.
And I understand the importance of that. I never want anyone to go short without it. First of all, you should never work for free.
That's right.
Never let anyone abuse your time or your body for that matter.
That's right.
These jobs are physical jobs nowadays, so I want to make sure that everyone is compensated fairly and with that. So that's something I always try to keep in mind. I know people are here. If they're working for me, they're doing it to provide for a family, themselves, or whatever it needs to be. They have a reason for them to work. That's something I always try to keep in mind as well. So
don't ever forget. And then also, I give mine extra. Went out of town a couple weeks ago to share this, and there's a lady that paid me. I told them, listen, y'all split that. Just show them you care about them. I understand what you're supposed to pay them, but show them you care. That's why I know major people can't do that, but I do.
Oh, that's great. That's something that I also want to try to incorporate. Whenever I do get myself up and running, I'd like to incorporate that as well.
Yeah, just let them know you appreciate it. You appreciate that.
Definitely that. So, well, we've gone through the major questions. Do you have any advice or anything like that for anyone that's getting started with a company? Something we haven't covered.
What I would say is, don't look to be a millionaire overnight. Separate business finances from your personal finances, and understand that might come a struggle.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you're willing, and always be willing to give up something until your season comes.
Okay, I got you. Oh, one more question just popped in my head. How's your thoughts on working with family? Necessarily, maybe a spouse, brother, sister, cousin, relative.
I don't want to work with my wife.
I got you.
Even though she don't work, because I want to keep that separated. Different people's different, but I want to keep my love life, my relationship away from work. Because I want her to come. We work in ministry together. She do enough for me there to make her, be a secretary or something of that nature. Not myself. Now I've had family members work for me and try to help them, and that didn't work out too good. It worked out okay, but it doesn't work out like when you bring somebody in. So just be careful, and if you do, treat them just like a employee. Don't give them no special treatment. Treat them like an employee.
Gotcha.
Because those are the ones that run over you.
I got you. Yeah. Now, like I said, that's a struggle. I also try to make sure I avoid as well. I can see the benefits of having someone that that you trust, but again, the chance of you damaging that relationship or the relationship being taken advantage of is also a big thing to do. So that's just something I wanted to ask.
Well, the key is will they respect you as the boss?
Right. Yeah,
that's the key.
That's difficult to get.
If you hired your sisters or your daddy or somebody, and you say, okay, they didn't do something right. Okay, time out. This ain't how we do it. Jared. No, this ain't no Jared. No. Because this is my life now. Now, you might not care because you can go find another job. But right now, my funds, my time, my hope is tied up in this business.
Right. So, yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much again, Reverend Johnson, for your time. Like I said, I truly am honored. You've definitely been a key factor in my development. You've been tough on me when I was young, but you also acknowledge the things I did right, and you make sure I always felt appreciated, and for doing that and always striving towards my goals. So I look forward to my other adventures as well, and I also would like to say you played a key role in that as well.
Amen.
So seeing you with your business and have you grown it and managed it, it's been an inspiration to me to branch out and try to do something of my own as well. So.
We'll do it with labor, love, and not for money, and you'll get to the money.
Okay.
Amen.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you. Yes. And that will wrap up our interview. Thank y'all so much.